Hey guys. Guys, you got a minute?
Yeah, mate.
My name's Alex, I'm a supervisor around here. I was just wondering if you had a moment to talk about the task you're doing here.
Yeah, no problems.
Well, it's pretty much just about the task and the area you've set up, but just looking around, it looks like you've got the area well presented. You guys must take a bit of pride in your work.
Yeah, we do. We like to be organised, that way you don't trip over anything.
Good. That's a good attitude. I was hoping to have a chat with you about field interactions. Do you know what they're about?
Yeah, I've heard about them.
Yeah, well, basically they're about the task that you're doing here, as well as how the task can affect other people who might come into the area.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we'll begin with you describing the task and the steps involved, okay?
Well, basically this is the side plate, goes in the tray of the dump truck body, and we need to chamfer the edge before we can weld it in preparation for the positioning of it.
All right, it sounds all pretty straightforward. Have you identified any hazards with the task that you're doing here?
Yeah, we've got 5 steps and we've done our JHA.
That's great. Could you show them to me, please?
Yeah, it's over in the workshop. I'll go get it for you.
Alrighty, thank you. Hey, Andrew, while Steve's grabbing that JHA, do you reckon you could describe your role in this task?
I basically is the TA for Steve and act as fire watch when we do hot work.
Okay. You and Steve both decided that a guard would be needed?
Yeah, on the JHA when we do hot work permits, yes, we need to have it.
Okay, so it's part of the process then?
Yes, the hot work process, sure.
All right. Do you reckon there's any other hazards associated with the role you're doing here?
No, not that me or Steve have identified.
Okay.
Here's that JHA you wanted, Alex.
Oh, thanks, Steve. So, just a question, guys. What can you tell me about the Major Hazards Program?
Well, that's where you identify the critical hazards, the ones that can cause a fatality or a serious injury.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, righto. And with the task that you're doing here, what sort of critical controls do you think might be applicable?
None.
No, none that could apply to here.
All right. Well, look, I noticed that sparks from your work are heading mostly in that direction. Do you guys have any ideas about how you could make this work area and the surrounding area a little bit safer?
I could put some barricading out that way.
Okay, yeah. Why would you do that?
Well, to stop people walking through the sparks, hot sparks.
This is a really low traffic area. Anyway, Andrew's on fire watch. He can stop anyone who walks past.
Sure, but what if someone walks around the side here? You actually wouldn't have much time to warn them.
That's true.
Yeah, I can put some barricade.
Just think it's a good idea, eh?
Do that now?
Sounds like a good idea, Steve.
Cool.
Okay, so are there any other problems with the process here to get the task done?
Well, now that you mention it, yeah, there are. I've got a bit of a beef about getting a hot work permit every time I've got to work out here in the yard. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah?
Well, they say it falls outside the hot work area for here. So every time I work over there, I've got to get a new hot work permit. It's ridiculous.
So you're saying you shouldn't have to continually get a hot work permit to work out here because you're working out here all the time?
Exactly.
So what do you reckon needs to happen to solve that?
Someone needs to make a decision. They need to include this area in the permanent hot work area. It would make life so much easier.
All right, and have you spoken to your supervisor or manager about this?
Nah, mate, they're far too busy for that. They won't make a little change like that.
All right, aren't they involved in the hot work permit process though?
Yeah, they've got to sign the permit. They've got to come out and inspect the area each time, and they get annoyed. I would too.
Now, if you were to have a chat with them and say, point out that if this area was included in a permanent hot work area and it made their life easier as well as your own, surely that would be a win-win situation.
Oh, it would. Sounds good when you put it that way.
All right. Well, how about we agree that you have a chat with your supervisor or manager when you get the opportunity?
Yeah, okay, I can do that, Alex. I've got a meeting with him tomorrow. I can discuss the hot work permit area immediately following that.
Great. I'll put that down as a positive action, Steve.
Oh, thanks, Alex.
No worries. Look, thank you for the discussion. I'll let you get back to your work and have a safe day.
Thank you, Alex.
I thought my field interaction with Steve and Andrew went really well. I got a good understanding of the task they were doing and the safety measures in place. We agreed on some additional safety actions that they will take into the future, and Steve came up with a way to make his job easier by getting the outdoor area included in the permanently identified hot work area. Yeah, I thought it went really well.